Farming big acres today is a demanding job. Your four-wheel drive tractor selection has a big impact on just how demanding your job as a farmer will be. That's why you should look at the big red machines from Massey Ferguson. They offer across-the-board advantages that farmers like you need to make such demanding work a lot easier. The first big Massey Ferguson four-wheel drive units built from engineering drawings proved Massey had found the answers to the farmer's power and all-around performance needs. If you've got big acres to work, take a close look at these reliable, hard-working solutions from Massey Ferguson. The 4800 with 225 engine horsepower. The 4840 with 265 engine horsepower. The 4880 with 320 engine horsepower. And big brother, the Massey Ferguson 4900 with 375 engine horsepower. Compare Massey's four models with any other four-wheel drive tractor on the market. For the value, we believe the Massey advantages will prove there's no comparison in performance, dependability, and comfort. When you look at these brawny Massey 4000 series tractors, you can see they're built professional tough. They don't just give you 2 or 3 main features over the competition. These Massey tractors are full of built-in advantages that start at the grill and continue all the way back to the drawbar. The Massey Ferguson advantages begin with the overall balance and design of these big giants. They are built solid with heavy-duty components so they can easily handle big implements in all kinds of field conditions. Farmers like you want lots of raw power to start you out with ease and keep you going with those heavy, demanding loads. That's just what you get with the Massey four-wheel drive's big V8 engine. An engine that delivers 400 cubic inches more displacement than some competitive models. And you want plenty of backup power that makes your work easier and faster day after day. That's what you get with Massey. But you want more than just raw power. You want other features that give you the most value for your money, such as the large multi-disc oil-cooled clutch that dissipates heat well. Many competitors still use a dry clutch without this advantage. You want a heavy-duty 18-speed transmission with a 3-speed power shift on the go that virtually eliminates manual shifting in the field, a feature that most of Massey's competitors can't match. You want hydraulic capacity and performance that's second to none. You've got it with Massey's 64-gallon-per-minute 3-pump system. It outpumps the competition by 14 to 31 gallons per minute. And Massey's lift capacity is up to 4,300 pounds greater than some competitors. You want positive steering control and a tight turning radius. The 42 full degrees of articulation translates into a tight 17-foot turning radius. Some competitors need an additional 2½ feet of turning radius. You want no restrictions on wheel spacing. Massey's axle-mounted duals with inboard planetaries give you the ultimate in spacing flexibility. That means increased clearance for row crops and reduced mud and trash buildup. You want cab roominess and comfort. The people at Massey give you the roomiest cab in the industry with all the latest features. This design puts everything at your fingertips, so you don't have to be a contortionist to reach the steering wheel and the controls. And you definitely want ease of operation with a tractor this size. Whether you're hooking up implements with the electronic 3-point hitch, setting the depth and position controls, or adjusting the hydraulic flow control, they just don't come any easier. As you can see, Massey Ferguson offers some real advantages over the competition in just about every category. After this comparison, we feel you'll agree that the Massey 4000 series tractors provide the right solution to big acreage farming needs. If you'd like to take a look at a direct feature-by-feature comparison with these competing models, you'll be interested in viewing the second portion of this program. The people at Massey Ferguson know you want a big four-wheel drive tractor that's reliable and dependable. You want a machine that will give you the most return for every dollar invested. Massey has the answer with its 4000 series tractors. In this portion of our program, we're going to compare our big tractors to the competition so you can actually see the Massey advantages. You can begin to see the MF advantages with your first walk around one of these brawny giants. It's solidly built to handle all the heavy loads you encounter day after day in farming big acres. The smooth contemporary lines let you know this Massey tractor is designed for farming in the 80s. It starts up front with the 3/4 inch thick solid steel surrounding the grille. This not only protects the radiator and engine from the elements, but it adds strength for long-term durability. Competitors like John Deere, Versatile, Case, and Alice Chalmers use lightweight fiberglass or sheet metal around the grille. Neither of these materials contribute strength or protection, and therefore increase the need for add-on weights for proper machine traction. The heavy C-channel design of the Massey main frame provides the strength and built-in weight a tractor of this size needs to handle big horsepower and heavy loads. Massey put a lot of muscle and weight into all the powertrain components to build in strength and durability for reliable performance in the field. Take a look at the heavy-duty 4-plate 14-inch wet-cooled clutch, which provides excellent heat dissipation for longer service life. All Versatile models except one, and most Steiger models, use a dry clutch. And take a look at the heavy transmission case, drive shafts, gears, bearings, and clutch packs. There's a lot of muscle, and that means trouble-free, dependable service. All of these Massey features add up to built-in ballast. In fact, the shipping weights of these 4000 series tractors are among the heaviest in their class. Unlike some competitive models like Case, there's no need for added ballast with Massey. And when you begin comparing Massey power to the competition, you will soon see why Massey chose the Cummins V8 engine. This powerful 903 cubic inch Cummins diesel engine is a leader in size in the four-wheel drive class. The secret to its power lies not only in its size, but in the special Massey drivetrain design that multiplies torque to the wheels 104 times. This torque backup, as it's called, allows the Massey to pull through those tough spots without changing gears, as well as to throttle down under load in the field without stalling. This torque backup is nearly 20% greater than that generated on most competitors. Massey's ability to efficiently multiply torque through the powertrain means there's less torque on the clutch and transmission and final drive components. Competitive 6-cylinder tractors, like Steiger, can only multiply torque to the wheels 84 times. This means they have to maintain a higher RPM to develop the same amount of power. More engine output torque means additional stress and wear on the engine and drivetrain components. Here's what this Massey advantage means to you. Increased lugging power, especially at the field speeds you need the most. Massey can do the same amount of work as competitive models with less effort. For example, when it comes to pulling away at idle with a heavy load, Massey takes off and keeps on moving. Starting out at a lower RPM means less wear and tear on the clutch and the entire drivetrain. The smaller cubic inch engines used on Deere, Case, and Alice Chalmers models in the same horsepower class must use high RPMs just to get moving. Watch what happens when a John Deere starts out with that kind of a load at idle. It just can't do the job. In fact, the Deere needs full throttle just to get the load moving and keep it moving. The main reason for this is Deere's smaller cubic inch engine, along with a much lower torque increase to the wheels through its powertrain. Massey gives you at least a 20% greater torque increase than Deere. It's the same story when crossing rough spots or slowing down at the end of the field so you can safely lift the implement and turn. Massey can reduce engine speed and keep on going. Most other competitors, like Versatile, have to keep their speeds up to keep moving. They can't reduce engine speed, and that gives the operator less control over the tractor and the implement. That kind of Massey lugging power reduces the need for shifting as well. When you do find it necessary to shift, Massey's 18-speed transmission with 3-speed power shift on the go lets you do the job effortlessly. With Massey, you can shift up or down to match the power of the machine precisely to changing soil or field conditions. You won't find that same flexibility on competitors like Versatile or most Steiger models that use a dry clutch and a manual transmission. Without a power shift, manual shifting under heavy load means a full stop and a grinding start that puts a heavy strain on engine, clutch, and transmission parts. John Deere's 2-speed power shift requires more stopping and manual shifting with its 16-speed selections than Massey with its 18-speed selections. Steiger promotes the benefits of its 12-speed power shift, but what this competitor doesn't tell you is the price you'll have to pay for this feature. Let's just say it's mighty expensive. This Steiger feature is only available on its new Panther 1000 models. Massey's many operating features and comfort give you more long-term value than Steiger. Massey Ferguson knows you buy a big tractor like this so you can take advantage of every bit of its horsepower. The Massey design lets you do just that. Engine power gets directly to the ground where it's needed through Massey's special powertrain and heavy-duty final drives. And Massey's big 4-inch axles and inboard planetaries with sliding hubs give you the ultimate in wheel spacing flexibility and ground-to-axle clearance, whether you farm row crops or wide open fields. What's more, Massey's axle-mounted duals gives you excellent mud and trash clearance. Flexible wheel spacing with ground-to-axle clearance just isn't an option on Case, Versatile, and Steiger with their outboard planetary designs. You can see the space that's left when duals are clamped directly onto the inside wheels. Their outside dual is driven by a series of bolts rather than directly by the axle as on Massey. With Massey, all the torque isn't run through one wheel. Each wheel stands alone on the axle to share the load. Another valuable feature Massey gives you is the 1000 RPM power takeoff option that's available on every MF 4000 series tractor. Massey delivers full engine horsepower through its power takeoff. PTO isn't even an option on most of the Versatile models on the market. The PTO story is the same on Steiger, where it's offered on only 2 models. When it comes to hydraulic performance, Massey is an industry leader in hydraulic capacity. The complete 3-pump system can handle a big 64-gallon-per-minute flow, enough for the biggest jobs. Massey's complete system outpumps Deere's big 8850 model by 14 gallons per minute. And each Deere model has to handle all of the hydraulic demands with just 1 pump. Massey also pumps 14 gallons per minute more than Versatile's 2-pump system. The Massey system can pump 24 gallons per minute more than Steiger's 1-pump system. When it comes to hydraulic flexibility, Massey gives you what you need. You have a choice of a 3- or 4-spool auxiliary hydraulic system. Adjustable flow controls are standard on all circuits. This feature gives you the flexibility of adjusting the spool flows individually from 2.5 to 20 gallons per minute at the quick coupler with the turn of a screw. For example, that means you can set one spool for an implement with an orbital motor that needs, say, only 6 gallons per minute, and you can adjust the other spools for similar or higher flows. This Massey feature is vital to any farming operation where flow control is required. Massey offers another hydraulic advantage when it comes to lift capacity. Each of Deere's two smaller models lift 2,500 pounds less than Massey's comparable 4,800 and 4,880 models. One of the biggest shortcomings in the Allis-Chalmers hydraulic system is its lift capacity. The 4W220 lifts some 4,300 pounds less than the comparable Massey 4,800. While lift performance is important, precision control of the implement or load behind the tractor is vital. Massey does that job with its electronic three-point hitch. In fact, Massey Ferguson was the first manufacturer in the North American market to introduce the electronic three-point hitch. The Massey system gives you full draft, position, and intermix controls. This feature lets you put the implement exactly where you want it and keep it there automatically in all kinds of soil and field conditions. This fully automatic response system can control the implement quicker than manual control systems because it senses change more rapidly than an operator and compensates for it immediately. This automatic feature means more efficient implement operation. Precise and instant automatic control is not a feature of the Versatile and Steiger mechanical three-point hitch systems. With this arrangement, you must manually control depth and drift, and mechanical wear is a factor that could lead to some expensive downtime in the future. Draft control maintains flexibility between the implement and the tractor, and at the same time transfers weight to the tractor for added traction. Versatile and Steiger don't offer draft control either. The resulting lack of automatic draft control through the tractor makes it difficult for the implement to do its job efficiently. Steiger's 1000 series tractors offer electronic position control, but there's no automatic draft control involved. The device only measures the implement's operating height or depth. Unlike Massey, these models can't effectively transfer the weight of the implement to the tractor for added traction and for precise implement control. In some areas of the country, three-points are not used as often, or maybe not at all. In that case, you can hook the implement directly to the drawbar. Massey provides what is referred to as a Western version, available on all 4000 series models, which features a heavy-duty, wide-swinging roller drawbar. As you can see, the Massey advantages begin with its styling and continues with its built-in strength and ballast, its large displacement engine, its transmission, its hydraulic system, and its electronic three-point hitch. But it doesn't end there. Massey remembered the comfort needs of the operator, the person who's going to spend a lot of time in the driver's seat. It begins with one of the roomiest cabs in the industry. The Massey Command Center gives you plenty of room, whether you're plowing all day or inviting everybody in for coffee. Try that in a John Deere cab. Massey gives you all the comforts of home, including quiet. Massey uses lots of sound-deadening material to keep cab noise down to a minimum. It also helps reduce operator fatigue. There are several storage compartments for tools or food. Tilt and telescoping steering wheel controls let you put the wheel just where you want it. Another big advantage over the competition is Massey's great cab visibility. You're looking at 7,000 square inches of flat tinted glass that give you the best view around. For example, here's the view from Massey's cab, in a spot where you need good visibility. Here's the same view from competitive cabs. You can see the difference. You can see in this comparison much more of the Massey operator, which in turn means the Massey operator has that much better visibility all around him. Curved glass in Deere's cab make reflections a problem for the operator. And that 8-way adjustable Massey seat was designed especially for your comfort. You'll notice it puts you within easy reach of every control in the cab. Massey gives you cab comfort and ease of operation that's the best in the industry. Well, there you have it. One Massey advantage after another over the competition. When you make the decision to put big 4-wheel drive power to work on your farming operation, don't settle for second best. Settle for Massey, because there's a Massey model that's just right for your farming needs. Remember, when you put a Massey Ferguson 4000 side by side with the competition, there's no comparison.